of the carotid canal opens into the upper and posterior part of foramen lacerum. Tegmen tympani. Tegmen tympani is present inside the skull. It lies lateral to the arcuate eminence. Its edge is seen in the squamotympanic fissure. It divides the squamotympanic fissure into a posterior petrotympanic and an anterior petrosquamous fissure. Cauda tympani nerve leaves the skull through petrotympanic fissure. The tympanic plate. It lies between squamous and petrous parts of the temporal bone. Its anterior surface forms part of mandibular fossa, which forms the mobile joint, the temporomandibular joint. The posterior surface of tympanic plate forms most of the wall of bony external auditory meatus. The squamous part of temporal bone forms most of the mandibular fossa. It also forms articular tubercle present at the junction of anterior and posterior roots of zygoma. Now the posterior part of Norma basalis. The median area shows the largest foramen of the skull, the foramen magnum. The external occipital crest from the posterior margin of foramen magnum, and the external occipital protuberance in the midline, also called the inion. The lateral area shows condylar part of occipital bone, which contains oval-shaped occipital condyles for articulation with the upper articular facet of atlas to form atlanto-occipital joints. Close to it is anterior condylar canal or hypoglossal canal, giving exit to the 12th cranial nerve. Squamous part of occipital bone is marked by superior nuchal line and inferior nuchal line on each side of external occipital protuberance. The jugular foramen. The jugular foramen is large and elongated foramen at the posterior end of petro-occipital suture. It gives exit to 9th, 10th and 11th cranial nerves and beginning of internal jugular vein. In relation to jugular foramen are mastoid canaliculus, which lies in the lateral wall of the jugular foramen, and tympanic canaliculus, which lies at a junction of jugular foramen and the carotid canal. Most important is the stylomastoid foramen, which lies between the styloid process and the mastoid process. The stylomastoid foramen gives exit to the 7th or the facial nerve. Mastoid process is a large conical projection. It forms the lateral wall of the mastoid notch. The interior of skull. The interior of skull or inner table of skull is lined by its periosteum known as endocranium. The endocranium gets continuous with the periosteum through the various sutures and foramina. Thickness of cranial vault is variable. Parts covered by muscles, your temporal fossa, are thinner than those which are not covered by muscles. Inner surface of the skull cap. The inner table is thin and is easily injured. Markings of meningeal vessels are easily seen. Markings of cranial venous sinuses, arachnoid granulations, cerebral gyri are visible. Other structures seen are frontal crest anteriorly, superior sagittal sulcus lodging superior sagittal venous sinus, arachnoid granulations on each side of sagittal sulcus. Markings of meningeal vessels, especially anterior branch of middle meningeal artery. Internal surface of base of skull or cranial fossae. The cranial fossae are divided into three fossae: anterior, middle and posterior. These are described briefly. Anterior cranial fossa. The boundaries. Anteriorly and on the side is the frontal bone. Posteriorly is the posterior border of lesser wing of sphenoid and anterior glenoid process. Floor is the cribriform plate of ethmoid and part of sphenoid which is called as jugum sphenoidale. Orbital plates of frontal bone are on the sides. Features. Cribriform plate of ethmoid lies between nasal cavity and anterior cranial fossa. Anterior margin shows a foramen cecum. It is mostly blind. At the posterolateral corners are posterior ethmoidal canals containing only posterior ethmoidal vessels. At the lateral margin is anterior ethmoidal canal placed behind crista galli. It contains both the nerve and vessels of the same name. Cribriform plate anteriorly contains a midline projection called the crista galli. The cribriform plate is perforated by 10 to 12 pair of olfactory nerve rootlets. Orbital plate of frontal bone separates the fossa from the orbit. Orbital surface of frontal lobe of brain lies on this plate. Medial margin of orbital plate covers the ethmoidal air cells. Lesser wing of sphenoid is broad medially and narrow laterally. Free posterior border ends medially as anterior glenoid process. It also forms upper boundary of superior orbital fissure. Medially, it gets divided into two roots which enclose the important optic canal. As the name implies, it lies in the center of the skull. It is narrow in the center and wide and deep on the sides. Boundaries. Anteriorly, posterior border of lesser wing of sphenoid and anterior glenoid process. Posteriorly, superior border of petrous temporal bone and dorsum sellae of sphenoid. Laterally, chiefly the greater wing of sphenoid. Floor, body of sphenoid in the median region, greater wing of sphenoid squamous temporal, and anterior